the Bob Mills Weather Center, Oklahoma weather expert, Lacey Swope.
The rain across Oklahoma sure would be nice to have some moisture. We've been talking about the fire danger with the winds that have been up. And as the winds pick up later this week, fire danger does return. We've gone so long without moisture in portions of the state, 34 days now from Sayre to Clinton, all the way up to Kingfisher, northwestern Oklahoma. These are the consecutive days without a quarter of an inch of rain. It's very dry, a lot of tender vegetation. Some of the leaves are already turning straight to brown. Some fall colors are starting to show up, but as everything starts to go dormant over the next couple of months, fire danger starts to become more and more of concern if we stay so dry. Now, there are rain chances on the end of your 9-day. We'll get to that. With the air being dry, clear skies, light winds this morning. It was cold. It was frosty. Will Rogers World Airport 38, but we made it to 28. Hard freeze in the Panhandle. Edmond in the North Metro, 31 degrees this morning. Alva, 31. El Reno made it to 32. Woodward also 32. 40 Midwest City, 38. Shawnee, just depending on what the winds did in your exact location. Had a little cloud cover for a while overnight in eastern Oklahoma. Not quite as cold. We got down to 35 on the Red River. Many areas in the west got down to 31, 32, and again, those 20s out in the Panhandle. Average low for Oklahoma City, 49. Typically, on average, our first freeze of the season in Oklahoma City is in early November. Now, it changes. Of course, sometimes it's earlier, sometimes it's later. High pressure's moving in, so our winds are pretty light. No major fire threat today due to the wind, that is. It's still very, very dry as far as the humidity is concerned. Temperatures are now in the 40s, the 50s off into eastern Oklahoma. North winds about 5 to 15 miles per hour. Bit of a wind chill, nothing like what it was earlier. These numbers were in the 20s to start off your Monday. Now we're in the 40s and even some low 50s for feel-like temps. Sunny skies today, 55 at noon. A little on the cool side. You want the jacket, the sweater, the hoodie into the afternoon. It's that time of year when the hoodies, the big sweatshirts, and the leggings are in style. Rock it while you can, ladies. 61 degrees at 6 p.m. We've got low 60s across the state for highs, so it will still feel cool all day, but with sunny skies. Upper 60s, south winds start to return in the Panhandle today. We're always looking at the big view. Where's our next storm system? Where's our next weather maker? Well, there's a big kink in the jet stream coming out now over the Pacific. That's going to ride up and dive down into the Midwest into midweek. It will shift a cold front into Oklahoma. It'll bring rain chances to parts of the country, but most of Oklahoma looks dry. Very slight chance of rain in eastern Oklahoma as that moves by. We're actually looking down here to the south where things are heating up, much closer down to the equator, the warm Pacific waters, and we're still in hurricane season. It does look like this becomes more organized, a very tight area of low pressure develops, and possibly a tropical storm or hurricane into southern Mexico next week. And the latest data is still consistent with what we've seen over the last several days, brings that moisture up into Texas and eventually Oklahoma. So we're looking for rain for you, trying to show you that next opportunity. There's the first system with the cold front Wednesday, mostly dry, but it does cool us down just a bit. We heat it right back up, 70s, 80s into the weekend. Weak front tries to push in Saturday, and that's when we'll start to really watch this weekend over the Pacific. That storm system moves up over Mexico, and then watch what the jet stream is doing. The jet stream winds come out of the southwest, and that will help pull that moisture up over Oklahoma. Now, sometimes in October, if we can get this to play out and get tropical moisture over the Sooner State, sometimes that can bring flooding rains. We'll have to see. It's a long way away. A lot can and will change with it, but stay tuned. It's our next best chance. Lows tonight, 30s and 40s, not as cold. Highs tomorrow, 70s, maybe even a few 80s. And the cold front presses in on Wednesday. Notice it's not a strong fall front. Some 70s, some 80s around. And we're even back into the 70s and low 80s the next several days. Into the weekend, there's that rain opportunity next week. And we're coming right back after this break.